And welcome to the post-event press conference for BKFC 44 here in Great Falls, Montana, brought to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Another great showing here from the fans and from the fighters here in Great Falls, Montana. So happy to be back in the Big Sky Country. A historic night as we crowned our first ever BKFC Featherweight World Champion in Kai Stewart in what was a fantastic fight, and I believe it's going to be accentuated. Not only was it a good fight, but we'll let our president take care of that. With that being said, we're going to hear from the fighters, and we're going to hear right now from the founder, the president of BKFC, Mr. David Feldman.
Thank you, guys. It's great to be back here in Great Falls. Always a great, enthusiastic crowd. Fighters come to fight, and they did again tonight. We did crown our first 145-pound champion, Kai Stewart. Great fight over Louie Lopez. Just Kai Stewart went in there. Looked like Louie was a little more skilled than Kai, and Kai just wanted it more. He wanted it more. He had more grit. He had more determination, and he wasn't leaving home without that championship, and that's what he did tonight. So really, I take my hats off and congratulations to Kai Stewart for really working his ass off and taking home that championship. When a lot of people doubted him, he worked his ass off and he won that championship. So again, congratulations to Kai Stewart. In the co-main event, Lloyd defeated Davison in a really great fight. Started out pretty one-sided with Davison, caught him with a beautiful right hand, then caught him with a couple other punches, and Lloyd came back and made it a hell of a fight and actually won by doctor stoppage due to cuts on Davison's face. So great fight there as well. Another great fight we had, really could be a big star in BKFC, is Bryce Henry. He defeated Billy Wagner from right here in Great Falls. Great fight, really great competitive fight. He got hit in his eye and he wanted to continue, but as we say, we feel that we have the best medical staff in the entire world. We're not going to let anyone get hurt, and he's going to live to fight another day. That would be a great rematch. But Bryce Henry was tested tonight, and he showed that he belongs and can be at the top of BKFC. Sawyer Depee came back after a long stint, injured. And won by first-round knockout over Gabriel Mota. Christensen defeated Kerry Lattimer by unanimous decision. Not a very, very exciting fight, but Jordan looked really good in that fight, and he won by unanimous decision. Dorian knocked out Mark Johnson with 1 second left in the second round. Mark Johnson came to fight, but Dorian was just too much for him. Ryan Ibsen defeated Koda at the end of the second round. Doctor stoppage. Corner wouldn't let him continue. That was a good start to that fight as well. Brady Meister defeated, Butterbean lookalike Connor Mckenna by TKO 135 at his second round. That was a very competitive fight. Mckenna really came to fight. Came out very, very strong and just gassed. He really wasn't ready for this, but he came out and tried as hard as he could. Bercier defeated Willie Sears by knockout of the first round with 5 seconds left in the first round. Darrick defeated Koda Greenwood by KO 120 of the first round as well. And Dre Coles opened up the fight, looked really, really good with Joe Riggs' camp by defeating by unanimous decision a really, really tough David Loureiro. Fight of the night tonight was Kai Stewart versus Louie Lopez, and KO of the night tonight was Bercier. We had a capacity sold-out crowd tonight of 3,500, and Great Falls continues to show up. So very, very happy again to end this night on that note of a great fight. I was also really happy to see that Louie Lopez's fans didn't get into a rumble with Kai Stewart's fans, as was highly anticipated by the whole staff. But anyway, any questions right now for me by anybody out there?
Question? Yes, sir. This is Tylen for the Weekly Bust. First and foremost, David and BKFC, thank you for coming back to Great Falls, Montana. We hope we showed out for you. And the question is that you just had a superstar, an international superstar, Conor McGregor, come into your ring, wear a belt. I think that we have the essence and the energy of Conor within Kai. I think you have your own international superstar in the making. How does that feel to see a gentleman like Kai Stewart finally win the gold after all that hard work?
I mean, look, like I said, you know, Kai, I didn't know him when he wrestled. Maybe he was very, very skilled. He's not the most skilled, you know, boxer in the world, but he showed he wanted it tonight. And, you know, I'll take will over skill any day of the week. Any day of the week, I'll take will over skill, and he showed that he wanted to fight. So, and, man, I just couldn't get enough of him talking. Like, you know, if I could put Kai Stewart on Bryce Henry right now, I'd have the best fight, the best package in the entire world. Not that Bryce can't talk, but, man, Kai Stewart can talk. Bryce Henry can fight. Kai Stewart can fight, too. I'm not taking anything away from him. But, I mean, he needs a little bit more experience. He's going to gain that. But, he's got a target on his back right now. I mean, and he's got a stacked 145-pound division that wants to take that title from him. So, you know, he's got a lot of serious challenges ahead of him.
David, another one over here.
Yeah, Richard Tiemann, SWX Great Falls. What did it mean tonight to you as the president of BKFC to crown the first ever champion with two guys from this city and knowing that there's so much history between them?
I mean, it was great. There was a lot of animosity between those two guys. I asked them before the fight. I met with them. I said, I don't want to see any fights or anything like that with you guys after or before the fight. And there wasn't. I said, come out and fight your asses off, earn an extra check. Don't get any money deducted from you. They did just that. They earned an extra check tonight, so they fought their asses off, and it was great to be able to crown a champion here in Great Falls. Great Falls has been good to us since we've been coming out here, and it was good to be able to give back to them tonight. So, you know, it's great to have a 145-pound champion from right here in Great Falls. But like I said, he's got a target on his back right now. So, you know, it's going to be an uphill battle for Kai Stewart, but he showed me tonight that he can defy a lot of odds because, to be honest with you, I didn't think that I didn't think he was going to win tonight. I didn't think he was going to get killed. I didn't think he was going to get knocked out. I thought Louie was going to be a little too busy for him. He showed that he wanted it more than Louie, and he took home that title, and I'm very, very happy for him. Very nice guy, class guy, and, man, he can talk like Conor McGregor.
Dave, Sean Hertel, Star Radio. First and foremost, I want to say thank you for coming back to Great Falls and bringing such a caliber fight card to Great Falls. Congratulations to Kai Stewart. Do you have an idea who he will defend against, and will that defense be back here in Great Falls?
You know, I don't know yet. We're going to go back to the drawing board this week. I mean, we have, you know, really 3 or 4 guys that kind of deserve that title shot, so we're gonna go back today. I mean, this week. We also have a fight in 2 weeks. We have Howard Davis and a couple other 45-pounders that want to crack at that championship. So we're going to, you know, we'll go back to the drawing board, like I said, this week, and we'll see who's next for Kai.
All right, I think we have the new champ here. We could bring him up. I got Kai, the outcast, Kai Hefty Bag Stewart. The new featherweight champion of the world has arrived after his big defeat against Louie Lopez. Kai, welcome to the press conference. Congratulations.
Thanks for having me, Brian. This feels so good.
I'm sure it does, man. I know there's going to be a lot of questions, so you want to get right to questions?
Right to questions.
All right.
Let's go.
Anybody got questions for Kai? I'm sure you do.
Hey, hi, Kai. This is Tylen from the Weekly Bust. First and foremost, man, congratulations. You earned every bit of it. I have a question first and foremost. What's next for Kai Stewart?
Man, I'm probably just going to wait for a call from Dave Feldman here. I kind of do what he tells me to do, but, you know, I know Datwin's getting old. I do think that he's more than likely next. That's just an assumption. That fight excites me. That's going to bring the absolute best out in me. And, you know, I thought tonight was the best, but sky's the limit. I'm only 22, so.
Congratulations, Kai. Sean, Star Radio. We had you in studio last week. You predicted this win. You envisioned this win. My question to you is, did the fight go as you planned? You know, it looked like you had the plan. Your game plan was to pressure, to run the clinch game, and it worked successfully. Yep. Was that your plan going in, or did you have to modify that going into the fight?
Yeah. I really do think that I suffocated him. The fight definitely went differently as planned. Louie is a lot tougher than I had planned. He brought the best him. He must have actually trained. I heard a lot of rumors that he didn't, but he brought the best him tonight, and that brought out the best in me. And, yeah, I'm a wrestler, man. We're going to rock that clinch every single time. But, you know, I threw some big shots from the outside too, so I'm definitely not one-dimensional like some people said before the fight. But we're just, you know, sky's the limit, and that's what we did. We went out there and executed, and we're world champ.
Over here.
Hi, Richard with SWX Great Falls. Congratulations first and foremost. But, there's not a whole lot of movie moments in real life when it comes to sports, and I know that your reign has just started, but what did this night mean to you, just considering everything being in front of your home crowd, the first champion and the rivalry, and, of course, getting the win?
A lot of emotions, but, I always result back to a wrestling comment. My apologies, but as in a wrestling match, you never know what's going to happen. It just feels amazing. History was made tonight. I'm the youngest BKFC world champion right now, and it's the beginning of something absolutely great, and Great Falls has treated me so well from my wrestling days till now, and thank you, Great Falls, and I really, really hope to be able to do it in front of Great Falls once again because, I love it. I absolutely love these people here.
Kai, this was the whole build to this fight. We knew it was for a world title. Congratulations. But we also knew this was fueled by, for lack of a better term, hate. You guys didn't like each other. I think I saw a quick little fist bump in the ring, a sign of respect. Where are you guys at now? Has the heat been settled? Do you think it's in the past now? Where are you with all that?
In the end, the grudge was real. It was definitely real. Don't get it twisted. But in the end, I'm a businessman, and I had a job to do tonight, and the business was to win this fight. There was definitely a fist bump because, like I said at the beginning, he was way tougher than I thought. And I looked him dead in the eyes and was like, this is fight of the night. We've earned this. Fist bump, and then it was back to business, and we got her done.
All right, we have one more for you, Kai.
Perfect.
Around with that. Yeah, it was a great fight. The crowd was going nuts for it, and I think they're so excited to see a new champion crowned. We got another question right over here.
Kai, Levi from the Weekly Bus. I just had a question. Is there any projects you had leading up to holding the belt?
There was some huge projects, and oh my goodness, is that the Weekly Bust? We started. We have a lot of stock film. I want to release what goes into this. I dedicate every second of my life to this sport, and we filmed for a little documentary. We don't know where it's going to be posted, but we are working on it, and I hope everybody enjoys and everybody respects how much time and effort goes into this because I worked my butt off, man. I worked my butt off, and hard work pays off, and everybody needs to see that.
Yeah, Kai, I just want to say we said the whole fight leading up, it's a wrestler, which you were amazing at. You become an amazing bare-knuckle fighter as well, versus a fighter. And a lot of people, I'm going to be honest, myself included, I said it. Do you know what you're getting into? And you said wrestlers are some of the toughest people you through the hardest practices. Do you feel like you represented wrestling well tonight?
Yeah, I have the USAW Montana symbol tattooed on my back for a reason. Wrestlers are the baddest breed of human beings, and that's the reason I had this short crazy climb to the top is wrestler mentality. And there was time outside of the ring because I haven't been knocked down yet, but in life if you get knocked down, if you get taken down, you just get up and you keep wrestling, and that's what I did throughout my life, and that's why I'm a world champ right now.
Well, congratulations. I think we have all the questions. Kai, you're going to go celebrate, I'm sure. Get up for the new champion of the world. First time in 40 years in Great Falls. The youngest BKFC champion ever. Kai, Hefty Bag Stewart, the Outcast. Great fight. Thank you so much. Great fight. Next up to the stage, congratulations, Kai. Kai, he wants to get a picture of you over there. Kai, hold the title up. So next up to the stage, I want to bring a guy who's very impressive tonight. His second go-round here in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, bring it up. Come on, give it up for my man, Bryce Henry. Going up there, sit down, and field some questions. This guy's got a bright future, in my opinion, in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He's always happy to be here. He's always smiling. I'm sure he's going to smile now, but when he gets in that ring, he's ready to go. So do we have any questions for Bryce? Anybody have any questions for Bryce? All right, we got one over here. Hold on one second.
Tyler with the Weekly Bus. Bryce, congratulations to your tough fight tonight.
Thank you.
You didn't make it look so tough. First and foremost, everybody had you as fight of the night. You made it easy work. It doesn't look like you've been touched too much. How do you feel about your performance?
First off, I'd like to thank God because without him, none of this would be possible. I feel good, man. I feel great. I feel like coming to this fight, a lot of people doubted me, but like you said, I came in here, I stayed calm, composed, and I went out there, I did my job, and it was get him out of there.
All right, we have another one over here, Bryce.
Bryce, Sean Hertel, Star Radio. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you.
You went against Billy Wagner, tough guy. How do you prepare for somebody like Billy Wagner who has a nation behind him in the Blackfoot Nation?
Like I said, first off, I train for all my opponents the same, right? All my opponents, but like I said, when I came in, a lot of people, like, they didn't like me. They disliked me. I had a lot of people against me. But I came in here. I didn't let it, like, take control of me. Like, I went in there and did my thing. So I just stay calm and composed, like I always do.
Bryce, I have one. Walk around weight 155, right? Right? Is
Me?
that walk around weight?
No, I walk around like.
That's they were telling me. You were 165 tonight.
I walk around like 175.
All right, 175.
Yes, sir.
So here's the question. They were telling me this right before I went on about your different weights. 165, how did you feel fighting at that weight, first of all?
I felt great. Like I said, I walk around like 170, 175. It's not really that much to lose that weight, so I'm right there. So it doesn't take too much a toll on my body. So I go out there and I feel great.
Well, look, you're a rising star. You look at the division. If you had your pick of a weight class, and if it's not that different, what's the weight class you want to be in, and what's next for you, man?
I feel like, what is the 155 division? What is it called? What is the 155 division called? I feel like I'll go for the 155 division if the money's right. I'm just not going to go there and just fucking get punched in the face for free or a low cost. I feel like if the money's right, I'll be right there.
All right, well, we're looking forward to see. I mean, who do you want next? This is your second win. You just beat an undefeated guy. Who are you looking at?
I want anybody who's undefeated. I'll go in their backyard just like Brandon Shavers, just like Billy. Or first off, respect to all the fighters. I thank them and much respect to them, but I'll go out there and fight anybody.
Well, give it up for Bryce Henry, a bright future here in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. He just loves taking away undefeated streaks, and he hopes to continue to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Bryce Henry. Yeah! Thank you, Bryce. It looks like Louie Lopez is in the stitch room getting stitched up, so I don't know if we're going to get to talk to him. Oh, there he is, Lloyd. I was looking for you. Lloyd Cupcake Mix, come on up. The winner of the co-main event. Lloyd Cupcake Mix is up next. What a fight.
We got another round to go. We got another round to go.
Very excited. And you said before the fight that you hate to beat up another guy from Montana. Was it that bad when you get your hand raised?
Man, I told you. I wish they would have let it go on one more round. I told you what's going to happen. I told you it was tough. I told you I wanted to get knocked out that fifth round. We still got that fifth round to do. That kid's tough. Much respect to him. It was a lot tougher than I thought he was going to be. Actually, no, I knew he was going to be tough. He's Montana strong, man. Like, I knew that. So, like, it was an honor for him to take this fight, for me to fight him. And, y'all quiet the fuck down over there. I'm just joking. I just want to give a big shout out to all the people in Montana. I know there's some guys out there, here for him tonight, and this is his hometown, but I still love you guys, and hopefully I made some fans tonight.
I'm sure, man. All right, we got a question over here.
Cupcake, man. Congratulations.
I land.
You performed, man. You performed. This is a Thailand with the Weekly Bust. First, man, you came into a very, very hostile crowd, especially coming from Montana, so I found it super unusual that, you came into a lot of silence, and it was crazy when Dallas walked out, the stadium erupted, but you earned the respect of Great Falls tonight, and by the end of the fight, you heard the crowd cheer for you. Yeah. How did that feel, earning that victory?
Well, like, if you follow my career, I've always been yelling out Montana. I totally get that this is his hometown. And, I told him that, too. I was like, do you think I'm going to get booed? And he was like, nah, because, he's a fan of the sport, too. And he knew. But, like, that was a big fear of mine. And I don't know if you saw me in there. I was pretty hurt by that. But at the same time, like, that gave me more drive to just, to tell them, that don't matter. I still love you guys. This state has done more for me. I know what's going on right here. And I was kind of upset when the pushy commissions. Oh, man, commissions are always pushy. I have no idea why they got to be pushy and in control. But they told me to take my rubber ring off from my wife, you know what I mean? And, like, it just seems like one thing after another. And that first round, he got me. He got me. I was all wrapped up. But I'm super glad to have coaches like Matt Powers who'd grab me by my head, and he's been grabbing me by my head since I was 17 years old, and be like, hey, don't let this get to you. You stick him with short punches. This is your fight. I know you got right. You lost that round. I needed to hear that. So I was grateful to come back out there, win a round. I think I won two. I think he won two. Like I said, we need one more round.
I feel like I see the Rocky shirt. I know you're a Rocky fan. What Tyler was saying, it was almost like a Rocky 4 moment at the end where they all fell in love with you. As a Rocky fan, you probably love that. We got another question over here, man.
Cupcake, Sean Hertel, Star Radio, local radio station here. Congratulations on your win against a tough opponent. After the fight, you're talking in the ring that, hey, let's run it back. Obviously, nobody wants to win by doctor stoppage. You want to put on a show, which you did. You still want to run it back against Dallas?
Well, like this is what I was telling Brian Sosha on the podcast. I was telling them that I knew Dallas was tough. We went through this, man. We went through this. I knew it was tough. I knew he was going to be hard to take out. Like I actually thought that I was gonna get knocked down. I told you my key to victory was just getting back up, and like he almost took a tooth today. I got a hurt tooth, but like as run far, yeah, man, we got that last round stolen from us. I mean, I do realize that he was pretty cut up, pretty bad, and he got a lot. I was right beside him where he was getting stitched up. But at the same time, like that kid's a Montana strong kid, and like we deserved that last round.
All right, we have one more over here, Lloyd.
Hey, Richard Tiemann, SWX Great Falls. So you strike me as the kind of guy who doesn't mind going into a hostile crowd like you did tonight. And short of fighting a guy from Bozeman, was this about as picturesque as you could imagine going into a fight in your home state, but fighting the guy from the home crowd, being from the state, kind of representing your city like that?
Oh, well, here's the thing. I don't like. I've been around a long time. My coach has been around a little bit longer. I don't know if you saw him hobbling in the ring or hobbling, grabbing me by the head. I can't be more thankful for that guy. But, like, he was one of the first guys to run a show in this town. And, like, without like, a guy like that and, like, without the team that we had, like, when we first started, that's all I was doing was going into people's backyards, fighting the toughest guy that I can. And I got booed a lot, and – and getting booed and just being an honorable guy, what I mean? That's why Rocky is my inspiration. Like, being an honorable guy and being like, I came here to fight and I'm going to fight hard. Even if I get knocked down hard, I'm going to get back up. I'm going to give the fans what they would expect from a good fighter. And just, so the hostile crowd, yeah, I ain't going to lie. I love Montana, and it got to me at first, and then the commission, like I told you, telling me to take my rubber ring off, and then, they came and talked to me. I don't want to have any problems with the ref or anything, like that was just my, I'm a pretty emotional fighter, but I'm glad I have people, like I was telling you, Matt Powers, to calm me down and say, like, get your head in the game, like, fight smart, and like without him, I wouldn't be able to do this, and like, so yeah. It feels good to come out of that hostile crowd the way I did, and I think I gained some fans tonight, and hopefully, when I come back here, they'll be cheering for both of us if I'm fighting a hometown kid.
We're glad to see you back. Lloyd Cupcake Mix, before we let you go, is there any parting comments you'd like to make to the BKFC faithful watching the press conference right now?
Comments, hey, man, there's some guys out there who taught me how to lose. I'm going to be sticking around here until you guys who taught me how to lose, I can give you a loss, and even the guys who gave me a loss that prevented me to fight guys. Like, I'm going to call your name out right now, Eddie Alvarez. I asked you for a fight, man. And, I'll tell you right now, I got to train hard for that. So hopefully I get a contract and I can quit working 70 hours and, like, train for you as hard as I would have trained for you back in the day. But, yeah, and then, let's just run out the names of the people who taught me lessons. Like we'll go from the people I want to fight. Caveman Rickles, you took my mustache. I want to take yours back. You know what I mean? Like, we need to run that back because I thought I won that fight. Rick Hahn, I heard you, like, stepping your foot around here again. Like, come on, let's step on in. Like, that, if I had an 8-second count for that, we would have gone some more, and you know that. And last but not least, the man who took that Eddie Alvarez fight from Michael Chandler, come on, man. I have much respect for you because you're a great fighter and great man. You were really respectful to me afterwards, but, man, you're the first man to teach me how to lose, and I want to be the man to teach you how to lose. So, yeah, that's it.
Well, that's great. Lloyd Cupcake Mix, big winner tonight in the co-main event over Dallas Davison. I feel like it's Lloyd Cupcake Mix from what you're saying. You want to fight everybody versus the world. We're excited to see where you're going to go next. Thanks for coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lloyd Cupcake Mix.
406, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Lloyd. Great fight. And it looks like to me that is the end of this press conference. Thank you so much for joining us. If you watched tonight, you heard the electricity here in the Electric City, and it was absolutely amazing. Another great night of fights for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. We're going to see you in Hollywood, Florida, coming up June 23rd. It's going to be another great night of fights. Main event, how about it? You got the Bare Knuckle Baboon, Luis Palomino, taking on the man from England. That's right, the poet, the warrior poet, James Lights Out Lilly. That's going to be a great fight. A lot more on that card as well. We will see you then. Until then, have a great night. Remember, stay bucked up and knuckle up.